Hi guys, this is Viper Stealth, and in this video I'm going to talk to you about how to do an insane amount of damage with the Merciless. So the Merciless is a rifle. It's quite an interesting rifle because what it does is when you push down the fire button, it fires a primer and then an explosive round. So what happens is basically you can really stack some nasty explosive damage onto this weapon. So it's got a couple of benefits. The first one is while holstered, when you land a shot, it has a 5% chance to deal 20% as explosive damage. So that already is quite cool, and I'll explain why in more detail in a second. But the one that I'm going to be showing off mainly today is the guerrilla warfare, which is pulling the trigger fires a primer round that stays in the enemy, and releasing the trigger fires the detonator rounds that detonate all the primers on the enemy. Now you can only stack 5 on an enemy, but just to show you what happens, we've got a shooting range here, which is the DPS shooting range. I'm going to put this onto named elite just to show you what kind of damage we're talking about here. And all you want to do is get in a habit of basically firing and then letting go of the trigger away. Firing, letting go of the trigger away. Firing again, letting go of the trigger away. And this is the 4th time. And then on the 5th time, you want to fire, but release the trigger on their body. And then you're talking 1.8 million damage on that last shot. So it's an insane amount of damage. It will destroy any named elite, and it's because of the vast amount of explosive damage this gun can do. Now let me show you why. Let me show you why it does this damage and how it does this damage. So it does an insane amount. You can see that there, 1.8 million damage. It's pretty insane. So why does it do this damage? Well, I've got a bomber loadout. I've made a video on this already, so I'm not going to go into too much detail on it. But essentially, we've got 3 China Light Industries pieces, which gives you 10% explosive damage and cooldown reduction. I had 10-second cooldowns on my mines and my drone. So essentially, all I'm doing is rolling every piece towards skill power and explosive damage, or cooldown and explosive damage. So you can see here that all of these pieces, they have cooldown reduction and explosive damage. I've got 6 pieces with destructive. So I'm doing 120% explosive damage. These primers, they rely on explosive damage. So that's what's going on there. When I stack all 5 and then I shoot on the target, it's shooting explosive damage. The benefit also of the Merciless is when I'm shooting at a target, I do 20% explosive damage sometimes. Like, just to show you the ability again here, brutality. Whilst holstered, landing a shot has a 5% chance to deal 20% damage as explosive damage. So this gun is also good to have holstered whilst you're like not using it. You're just fighting little kind of smaller NPCs. You might want to switch over to the Nemesis once the big boss comes out and you can absolutely melt him. So give this a try. It's great fun. It's a great little tip to get some insane amount of damage on the enemy. If you've got any questions, let me know in the comments. But if this video has helped you, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe for future videos. Thank you very much.